Welcome to our continued coverage of the TIA Network of the Future Conference. We're here with David Wolf, Managing Director, Accenture Digital. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
First off, can you tell us a bit about Accenture Digital and your role there?
I can. My name is David Wolf, and I'm responsible for bringing Accenture Digital to our communications, media, and technology clients across North America. Accenture Digital is our practice where we have combined our mobility expertise, our IoT expertise, along with our analytics and interactive expertise. And from an interactive perspective, that is our digital design agency. What we see in the marketplace is organizations rotating to the new need to bring these capabilities together to be able to reach, engage, and delight their customers. And when they can do that, they do that across a variety of devices and now can capture a host of information and data which they can use to deliver more engaging, meaningful, and delightful experiences to their customers.
You gave a keynote presentation at the VIP dinner here at the TIA Network of the Future Conference on big data and smart technology, and you focused on service with manners. What is that?
Service with manners is a recognition that in going forward in our digital environment today, data is the economy that fuels our organization's ability to really understand and get into the intent of what a customer wants to do. Yet, that data needs to be treated with very special care. If it's going to be the economy going forward, security, privacy is instrumental in making sure that the trust along with it is a good social responsibility that organizations have to take carefully.
Security and privacy are paramount when dealing with the vast deluge of data that companies across the globe are analyzing. How do companies bridge the divide of leveraging data sets while keeping the data safe and secure? What are some of the best practices?
Digital trust is critical in order for an organization to build loyalty. The interesting thing is that 3 out of 4 consumers actually want to have organizations leverage data in a meaningful way to deliver a very relevant, targeted experience for them that they view as helpful. So it's critical for organizations to focus on making sure that they are taking that care of the data responsibly. We look at it in a few ways from a best practice perspective. First and foremost, we look at it from a customer perspective. We say it's kind of turn the camera around. Put yourself in the customer's shoes. There's got to be a very careful quid pro quo associated with what data they're willing to give up in exchange for what value they're willing to receive. And what we're seeing going forward right now is privacy by design. Privacy being designed from the very get-go into the process early on, not only from a what does that quid pro quo look like, but then how does it ripple into the technology and the capabilities that you're offering. We also see another very important best practice being transparency. So as an organization collects data, they've got to be very careful about the promise they've made to their customers on what and how they're going to use that data and how that data then flows through the rest of the supply chain along the journey. We got to be cautious that we make sure that they understand how it's going to be used every step of the way. Hence why privacy by design up front is such a critical aspect. We also think on the security side and the data privacy side, you need to have the right organization structure in place, the right experts in your organization to really make sure that that contract that you've designed for in the beginning is upheld all the way through the life of the supply chain.
You also talked about the digitization of everything in your VIP dinner keynote. Where do you see the evolution of digitization over the next 5 years?
The digitization of evolution over the next 5 years is probably one of the most exciting things that I can think about from a consumer perspective as well as from a business professional perspective. As all of our devices and all of the ability to kind of listen and interact with our devices in very new ways presents rich information to the technology. The technology is going to be able to act as a personal assistant, someone that is advocating on my behalf, understanding my true intentions, and interjecting in a very delightful and helpful contextual manner to me. And I think that delight and helpful concepts are critical as we go forward. But I can imagine an environment wherein the technology is actually taking things off my thinking list for me all the time, whether I'm interacting with it at that moment or not, making my life better, bringing recommendations to me that are actually meaningful and valuable in my daily life. Again, as a consumer, but also as a business professional in our business-to-business interactions.
Thanks for being here today.
My pleasure. Thank you.